Ramiro, give me a mic check.
Check.
Kenan, give me a mic check.
Mic check.
A little closer.
Check.
A little louder.
Check.
Crazy. Can I like move it?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can
move it. Adjust however you want. Yeah, stay right there.
Can you turn down whoever's headphones are turned up over there, Moose?
Guess who's? All right, Rifat, give me a mic check.
Check.
All right, and let me have you come in a little closer to your microphone, and then talk a little louder.
Check.
All right, let me just fix one thing. Alyssa might be the bane of my existence, dude. Like, why is it always her stuff? Like,
Because she lives like a college frat boy.
she really does.
She like
College.
she does. She sleeps on her couch every night. She has nothing in her fridge.
Like,
She said to, you know what she said to us? She said, if we get snowed in, do you guys think that like if you couldn't leave your house for 3 days that you could survive? And I'm like, for a weekend? You don't think I have enough like food and shit in my house for a week? Of course I could. She said, I can't. So you don't have it? And she goes, she orders out every single meal.
Jeez.
If you open her fridge, it's probably like a college frat boy, just shit to drink
and you know,
and ketchup.
and ketchup. We're on whenever you're ready.
We're on? All right. Well, listen, a couple things. First of all, I have this thing on Instagram where I love seeing people, not like, you know how people will take pictures like the food got to eat first at dinner and stuff? It's not that. I like seeing when restaurants show their food getting made and stuff. And,
Yes.
And in here we got Kenan and Rifat from Turkish Lazuri Cafe. Is that how you pronounce it?
Correct. Yeah.
Man, I've been looking at your damn Instagram for like 20 minutes straight. Just all the stuff that you guys. How many restaurants do you guys have?
So it's a great question. It's 4.
Okay.
However, we knocked it down to 3. We can get into that after.
Okay.
So it started with our main restaurant, Lazuri Cafe.
Yeah.
Then we transferred that over to there was an old restaurant called Grasshopper.
Yeah.
We transferred into there because they closed down. So then we moved into that restaurant because we needed space. We were in a tiny restaurant, very tiny, only 6 tables. So we transferred into a bigger restaurant, and now that's like where, that's our gem, that's our baby.
Yeah.
So then the original restaurant, the small restaurant, we made that into a pizza store. Halal chicken, halal pizza, subs, burgers. And then the restaurant next to that closed down as well. So we were like, the opportunity is there, let's not miss it. So we went into there and we're like, what can we do there? We thought of, there's no halal Mexican food out here. 0 halal birria tacos.
Yeah.
You can't find it. So we went into there, and then the restaurant next to the main cafe closed down as well. So we're like, we think we're gonna even need more space.
Wait. Are you guys just putting all these guys out of bed? Was everyone coming to you and skipping the other
So, like,
places? Or
not that. They just happened to close down. Like
Okay.
we didn't buy anybody out, nothing like that. They just closed down. The business just closed down.
Yeah.
Whether it was from like, rent, to landlord, that we don't know.
Yeah.
But they closed down, so we just saw the opportunity. So we didn't want to miss it. So then last shop was a bakery. So now we have the bakery as well. And that's connected with the cafe.
So you have the cafe, then you have the taco spot, and a bakery,
And the pizza spot.
and the pizza spot. And it's all halal.
It's all halal. Yes.
And halal is basically like they slaughter the meat in I don't know how you, like, a permissible way, I guess, is that a good way to say it?
humane way.
A humane way.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is slitting the throat in one cut.
Wow, I'm impressed. Yeah.
Yeah. And thanking Allah or something. That's what it is?
Yeah.
Correct.
So where are you getting the meat? Like, you have to get it from somewhere far
No,
off?
Restaurant Depot, like where everyone shops, that's where, it's sold.
We get
Oh.
it from like different place, not only Restaurant Depot, but different food suppliers as well. Like Reinhardt, for instance, one.
Cisco, U.S.
Cisco,
Foods, everyone
US
provides it now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a lot of food suppliers that do provide halal food.
Yeah.
Halal meat.
How old are you guys?
I'm 23.
I'm 24.
Holy crap.
No, but it's not just us.
Yeah,
We
it's-
got my mom working there. We got my dad working there. We got my little. It's a whole family restaurant, right?
Yeah,
If it was just that, we wouldn't be able to do it.
No
way.
shot.
Maybe now we could.
you're right.
My mom's gonna kill me if I say that, but yeah, it's all my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister. We're all there together. You know.
So who's the one that came to the family and was like, let's do this?
So yeah, my dad was actually the one that told us that. So he goes like, he was doing Uber back in, when was it, 2019?
Around 2019, 2020.
2020, around that time. He was doing Uber during that time. Before doing Uber for 2-3 years, he actually had a restaurant in Brookline. He sold that off. He was partners with my uncle. He sold that off. And then afterwards, he was just doing Uber for 2-3 years. And then he came across 487 Cameron Street, right? Our first location. Instead of for lease and everything, we always did want like a small family business shop, nothing major, you know, just something small. Because me and my brother was going to school, my sister was going to school as well. So he found something small. He took a picture and sent it to the group, right, to us. Then afterwards, we just talked about it. The plan was just to have my dad, my mom working full time, me, my brother, my sister working part-time, just at the front, helping out.
Yeah.
Okay, the original plan was just opening up a pizza shop. That was the plan. My mom making the pizza, my dad doing the burgers and stuff like that. That's it. Afterwards, we just kept on talking about it. We're like, nah, there's multiple pizza shops around the corner. Like, there's no point of opening a pizza shop. It won't last. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we're like, my dad's like, shit. He's like, shit. You know, like, we got to do a Turkish restaurant, right? He doesn't like it because Turkish restaurant, it requires so much work.
Yeah.
Okay.
In what way?
Like the way the meats,
Like
how
the
should I say it?
cuisine's
You know, the
quality.
kebabs? Yeah, you know the
Yeah.
kebabs. Have you ever had kebabs?
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I was staring at. The mixed grill and the kebab Instagram one. I have to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
So just the way the meat's handled and stuff like that, meats
I
processed,
see.
everything like that.
We have a
it
whole
takes-
butcher downstairs.
Yeah, it
like
takes
he's
a-
handling the marinations and all that.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
I
takes-
see.
Yeah.
You need like good. You need to take good care of it, right? So
Yeah.
you need to make sure you have the right chef, the right prep cook, and everything like that. It requires a lot of work. Okay. So my dad has some experience in this, okay, in terms of making the meat himself. So he said, yeah, let's just do it. It'll be something small. It'll be fine. We'll just get, if I need help, I just get one more chef. That's it. So we ended up opening the shop. Just one chef, my dad, my mom, working at the, you ever heard of a Lamajun?
Lama Ju?
Turkish pizza.
Turkish pizza.
No.
Yeah.
It's very famous.
Uh-huh.
It's
Yeah.
like pretty much a round type pizza, but it's no cheese. It's just meat on the pizza, like a flatbread, very thin flatbread with meat on top. Yeah,
I
you
never
roll
heard it, but I
up
love it
like a
already.
burrito.
And then there's also like a boat style pizza that we have. It's called pide.
Uh-huh.
Okay. It's like cheese pide. There's
That one I've seen.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
the pepperoni pide. It's called sucuklu pide.
Uh-huh.
All this stuff, right? So my mom was the one that's gonna handle that pizza oven. Okay, she's gonna take care of all the orders over there.
Yeah.
My dad's gonna take orders on the grill and everything. Me and my brother's gonna be on the front. You don't want me near the grill at all. Okay, so that was the plan. We were going good. Opening day, it was very busy, very busy. So we're like, oh shoot, this is not gonna work. Just all, us four, right? So we ended up 2 months in. We ended up hiring another chef, and then it just slowly started, growing, and we're here now, man. It's crazy.
How long between opening the first place and then the second place and the third place? Like, what was the time frame for
So
that?
I think when we first opened the shop was, I will never forget the day, March 27, 2021.
Yeah.
Okay.
From then, I think I want to say about 2.5 years, maybe three years.
Yeah.
That's when we transferred over to the next shop.
Yeah.
But I want to say this now because so I don't forget to say it after. Without my father, his experience, so he mentioned the restaurant before. He owned that for 16 years.
Yeah.
It was co-owned with his cousin. But 16 years of experience, a lot. So he really just set the foundation, the standards. It's not easy. Consistency every day. We were open from 8 a.m. till 10 p.m. on our first original hours.
Wow.
Every day, just on and on and on. Not even a single hour would he miss. He'll never be late. Every single food that comes out, same, everything has to be consistent. It's really tough.
Yeah.
So, one complaint you get, you gotta have to fix it. So he's always there. So he really set the foundation for us. We didn't even want to, be fully involved because we were in school.
Right.
But it just became so busy because my dad has a good reputation of like he's a very humble guy. Like he likes to take care of like his clients. It's like a family style. You know what I'm trying to say? Like he treats everyone like family. So customers love that. So they just kept coming in. He loves giving everything out. Here's a rice pudding for you. Here's a dressed lettuce cake for you. He loves doing that. He's a very giving person. Same with my mother. So customers just kept coming in, and we had no choice but to be involved as well because it got busy. Kenan, can you come? Rifat, can you come? They had no choice. They didn't even want us to be fully involved because they wanted us to focus on school. You know how the traditional parent is.
Yeah.
And then it just kept growing and growing. And then I think, like the 3 years in, we're like, this capacity is not enough. It's such a small kitchen, guys. Like if you guys come by, you'll see, very small. We only need 6 tables. Man, people would wait an hour and a half just to sit down. Wow. 6 tables is very, very small. So we wanted to, move out, but we didn't want to leave that area because, we already set everyone knows us over there. Then that's when the restaurant shut down. I guess God's opportunity, God's plan. So then we were like, we didn't even hesitate.
Yeah.
Not even a single day of hesitation. We moved right in. And then that's when the expansion just kind of took off.
Were you guys born here? Or
We were born here, yes.
You were born here, and your parents?
Our parents came from Turkey.
They came from Turkey.
Yes, they're from a very small town called Rize.
Yeah.
You won't find a lot of people that are from that region.
Right.
So I'll get into this now. Lazuri, we speak a Turkish dialect called Laz. So it's a very specific region in Turkey. It's in the northern region.
Yeah.
By the Black Sea. Only about, like, if you search it up, it probably says around like 20, 30,000 people speak it in that region. It's a very small area. You won't really know a lot of people. So Laz is what we speak.
Yeah.
So it's like, it says, Turkish people don't speak it. It's something different. So we thought of Lazuri, like Laz, something to do with Laz, so we thought of Lazuri. So that's where it came from. So they came from there.
Yeah.
It's like the mountains, not like Istanbul, how we talked before. It's not like the city, just the mountains, straight villages. So they came from there. And then my dad's story is insane. He probably came with, I don't even know how much money with him. And he started from New York, then he came over here, then he opened up that business. And then the rest is, I guess, history in that way.
That's crazy.
I know.
What made him move over here?
For the kids. He always says for the kids, the kids' education is very important. Like they're really, really strict on that, like education. They want us to keep studying right now.
Really?
Yeah, like my brother got a psychology degree and they want him to continue that.
I'm not continuing that.
I think you're doing pretty well right now. So your dad, because when you're working with family, there's probably going to be a lot of, it's just a business. There's going to be fights.
110%.
Yeah.
110%. Yeah.
So how do you guys navigate that?
That's a great question. He's a psychology guy. I'll let him speak on that.
What do you mean, though?
Like,
just in general. Just when it comes to businesses, there's no one ever goes in and they're like, oh, it's kumbaya. We all agree on everything. There's always going to be bickering and not just between your mom and your dad. I can't even imagine if my parents ever owned a business together, they'd probably be getting into fistfights. But
there's been a lot of arguments.
Yeah, but so parents don't, they don't mind calling their kids lazy and going a little hard. So I could imagine when you're running a business,
especially with like Middle Eastern parents as well.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
There's no
right?
joke. Yeah.
So working with my mom is another. She's not like she's very, very kind, right? She gets right when she screams at someone, she gets very sad for them. Okay. She feels so bad. She's like, oh, okay, I'm so sorry. Like, here, have some tea or something like that. Okay, whatever it is. My dad, on the other hand, right? I would say the reason why he screams like at us. Okay, so he's very how would I
perfectionist,
say this?
I would say.
Yes, perfectionist,
Yeah.
right? So let's say there's a little there was bread missing in the order, okay? He would go like, why didn't you guys put the bread? What are you guys doing? You have to put the bread now. Call the customer. Go like, oh, we left the one piece of bread. Like he wants everything to be good, right?
He could have just said it in a nice, just don't forget the bread next time.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
he doesn't choose that language.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is him being like, just so we don't make the same mistake in the future. I later then realize this, right? So at first I was like, oh my God, what is this? I'm sticking to school. Screw this. I'm not doing this anymore. Right. But then over time, it's like, you understand it. Okay. and then he just slowly calmed down. He lost energy himself. He's getting old now, man. So
25
he's
years
in
in.
the background now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun. It's kind of it's not like he's doing it in bad intent, right? Just to make sure that we're
Trying to
good in
set the
future.
standard,
Right,
so it doesn't happen
Exactly.
again.
Well, he
Yeah.
knows eventually you guys are going to take over.
110%. Yes.
And there's always something with when families have a business. I always feel like the next generation, you guys, are always thinking of expanding and growing and things of that nature, where sometimes the parents are a little more, I don't want to say comfortable, but they're like, we're cool with just one place.
That's what
the mom
happened.
right
So
there,
when the cafe was necessary that we needed extra space. So when
Yeah.
we moved over to that, and then I told you then the pizza spot, then the taqueria spot, then the bakery. My mom, my dad said no.
Yeah.
My brother was hesitant. I won't lie. I was the one saying let's do it. We're young. You have to take risks.
Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to say, and that's time. I didn't really think of it was a big risk, just because of the fact that we're not moving anywhere. We're not going to, I don't know, Worcester. We're not going to Wilmington. We're not going anywhere far. We're staying in the same location, the door right, next door. So I thought, let's just go for it. Why not? At the worst case, you get rid of it and you focus on the main shop again. So
Yeah.
that's what happened. The taqueria we just sold recently. Main reason being is it's very hectic. Very hectic. Any restaurant to be good, you have to be there. You have to be there every day. Like I told you, my dad, he really set the foundation for that restaurant. He was there every day. Not one day did he miss. I can't remember one day he missed. From the first 2-3 years, every day he was just going at it. And that's the way.
Yeah.
So the taqueria, but he said earlier too, the restaurant, my dad, he's done. His legs are done. You can just tell. Like he's softened up now. He's just like, Kenan, you do this. Rifat, you guys like leave me out of it at this point.
How old is he?
52?
He's 52, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's been working for so long
So
now.
long, man.
In the
It's just-
restaurant industry as well. So he's like, he's tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we
He wants to go back home.
we're 5 years in and we're already kind of, drained. So
Yeah.
I'm
So-
going to England next week, man. I'm like, screw this. You guys cancel it. I'm going. I'm leaving.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I just came back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was in London for how long was it? A week? Yeah, a week.
Nice. How was it?
I love how I looked to you to ask. I was gone for a week, right? Oh, dude, I'm loving it.
he's a big soccer guy, so he's going for soccer.
Oh, you going for a soccer
There's
game?
a Champions League game, like Manchester City versus a Turkish team. Galatasaray is the name.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to watch that, as well as like I have some friends over there to visit. So
Are you
Yeah.
saying like in London or?
in London, yeah.
Nice. Do you know where?
I have no clue.
It's so cool. It's so cool.
It-
Really?
Like so cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, damn,
Can't
I wish
wait.
you were staying like 3 more days.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
But back to the point that you were saying earlier, you're right. Being present.
Is very important
one place,
So
yeah.
that's what happens. So since my dad and my mom, they're not like have that much energy left.
Yeah.
Like they can hang around for a couple hours, but then they just get out of it. But they still outwork anybody there. So which is insane. Me and my brother really have to take the load on the main restaurant, and that's where the demand's the highest. So there, if you guys just walk in on any Friday, Saturday night, it's going to be hard to get a table. So me and Rifat have to maintain that flow, that rush. My dad and my mom, they can't. One, they lack kind of some English, so the front, the service stuff is really out of their hands.
Yeah.
They can maybe help in the back, taking producing the orders more faster. But with that rush, trying to handle that rush, the taqueria and the pizza store is still there. What's going to happen to those? So I go run over there. I'm trying to help out there, but my brother is one by himself. We have like 100 person restaurant, so it's by himself. It's hard. So then I have to go to a pizza store. Then I gotta go to taqueria. Then I gotta go back to cafe. It's just too many. It's just too much. So it got too hectic. So it wasn't worth it to keep it. So we just recently just got rid of it. We sold it to a new halal owner, which we hope he does good. He brings good food to the neighborhood. And him keeping it halal is really good for us too, because it helps the reputation of the neighborhood and the community. Because we really brought like the halal community together we're in our location. So
Which, to your point, I mean, for not many people know, like Boston was really lacking that.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
them, and then that guy Abdel we had for Luxor Cafe. Like New York, they've been doing things like
Right.
this. You know what I mean? In more of like a cultural sense. So
Yeah.
for them ushering in like that new era, it's very important.
Yes.
So for you to continue that legacy on, I can understand why you
Correct.
wanted to pass it off to that guy instead of just like someone else.
Exactly.
So before this, anybody who only ate halal, they basically weren't eating out.
There's very limited spots.
Yeah.
There's very limited spots. In Boston especially, there's not that many spots, but now there is. It's becoming a trend now. Everyone's doing halal.
Yeah.
Even non-Muslim owners are doing halal too because it brings the halal clients.
Right.
Because it's that, it's growing that much. Like especially in Boston, like these schools, Northeastern, Boston University, Tufts, they're MSA, which is Muslim Student Associations. They're growing.
Yeah.
So that's because, and that's why the trend is following.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I know what I'm gonna do if I ever live forever, because I want to live forever. And people always say, "Well, you don't want to live forever because you're gonna run out of things to do." I already know. I already have a plan. You ever see the movie Benjamin Button? Mm-hmm. I would just live a lifetime moving to different parts of the world
Just eating.
No, not just eat. Well, eating definitely, but doing random things. So I would go to, for example, Turkey, and I don't know, work on a boat, but that'll be my lifetime, just hanging out, making friends out there and stuff like that. And then I'll go somewhere completely different that you would never be bored. I mean, yeah, I'd lose family members and stuff like that, but
You would just hit, and then what happens when you hit every spot? You just restart.
yeah, I mean, eventually you're gonna forget.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know how many countries there are?
You're like, I haven't been to Uruguay in like 86 years. Let me go back.
800 years.
800 years. Yeah.
Let me go back.
I'll
and
just
see.
switch back real quick. No, it's fine.
Because the one thing is like, it's food, man. Food.
Yeah.
There's so much good food in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You can never run out of places to eat.
Yeah,
That's
right,
true.
man.
You know what I'm saying? So okay, what's now? You said you have a bakery. What is it? A halal bakery? Like what's the?
Like I guess in a sense, but there's not really like ingredients that keep it halal in a way.
Yeah, I was gonna say what's the?
But it's just Turkish bakery, so the products you
Yeah.
can't find anywhere else in Boston. Like it's that's shapes, the style of the cakes is very different. So it's not your average like French bakery where you have like croissants. Our croissants are different.
Yeah.
Our bagels are different. And like anyone who went to Istanbul, it's gonna remind them of that. So those products are specifically catered to like how it is in Turkey.
yeah.
So the bakery helps with that, but also the bakery helps with tables. So I'm telling you, we get like Ramadan. I don't even want to think about that right now because every night in Ramadan it's hectic. Like
Really?
people are gonna be waiting and waiting and waiting, and we're gonna have no tables. So the bakery helps us with that advantage as well because we have more tables. But if you guys come into the bakery, you're not going to know what to pick. There's so many options. So our bakery specifically, we brought from Turkey. Like he's a traditional Turkish baker, not somebody from here that, doesn't know that stuff. Because I told you, it's very specific type of cakes and pastries.
Where is the highest Muslim population in Massachusetts? Do you know?
Ooh.
I think out near you.
Because
No?
I was gonna say, where
are you?
I'm in
It's like-
Shrewsbury. I'm out by Worcester.
Yes,
Yeah.
my friends are from, I would say there too.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think Burlington as well.
Burlington has, yeah.
Yeah, near that area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next.
Yeah, either like
Wow.
North Shore, Mass, or like near you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say.
Well, because what's gonna be the next step of like? I know right now you guys are expanding, but you're expanding like next to each other. Are you thinking about?
So
What's the
we
next
are,
step?
Yeah, so
That's a great question.
So okay, another reason why we wanted to sell South Korea is because look, Turkish Lazuri Cafe, that's the baby, right? And there's a lot of demand for that one right there, especially. Okay, so hopefully, inshallah, right? We're looking at some places at another location. Okay, so firstly, we were thinking about in like Harvard, Cambridge, that type of area where there's a lot of foot traffic. But who knows? We're searching around. So maybe this year there could be a second location.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's the plan right now.
But is it like a must where it's on our mind? No.
No.
Like
Yeah.
we're not like we want to
I
open up a new
mean,
one.
Rightfully so. I mean, it's not like you guys are really needing another place. You know what I mean?
That's
But
the thing. And if we do expand, my father and my mother already said to us,
keep us
don't
out of that. Yeah.
don't even think of us. We're not even gonna be part of it.
Yeah.
Which rightfully so. Like it's just gonna be me and my brother. But like I said, the foundation, the setup of the restaurant's already there. The model's already there. It's just
Right.
copy and pasting at that point. Do we want to do it? Like I said, we're young. It's important to take risks. You learn from that. There's no success without failure. So we want to maybe in the near future, if the opportunity comes. Like I said, these restaurants expansion didn't even happen because we wanted it. Just opportunity came.
Yeah.
So the right opportunity is there. I won't deny it. That's all I would say.
How old are your siblings?
My little sister is 18. Yes.
Okay.
She's in college right now.
Okay, so you got your mom, your dad, you guys, your little sister.
Uh-huh.
You got cousins and stuff too working, or
Cousins we don't have, but everyone's almost like family there.
okay,
But we have nobody else behind us. Like it's just our family. Like no investors, no managers. We just keep it slowly our restaurant. Our family.
yeah,
And that's the best way to do it because we have our issues that we lack is trust in the sense of,
Right.
hey, you watch the restaurant. We're going to go on vacation.
yes,
It hasn't been able to happen
Mhm.
because we just lack that trust. Why? Because people like to abuse that power. So they try to think like, okay, I can do this, I'm in charge. They try to change something up. We don't like it. Like our restaurant started with us and that's how it's going to finish. So we like it the way that we like it. So that's why we can't really let it go to somebody else as in, managing and stuff. So it's only our family.
yeah. So how does it work out? Like, what's your day to day like?
So usually we try to split it up like this. Me and my father, we take the load on shopping. We're still on Depot. We'll go bring our groceries in.
Daily?
Not daily. It depends, depending on the demand, the business. So usually it's about like 3 to 4 times a week.
Okay.
But with the taqueria and the pizza that we had, the pizza we still have, but I was going one day, then my dad was going the next. Then I was going the next. Like, that's why it just became so hectic. So we split it up like that. Usually in the morning, my dad comes. The night he'll go wander around. And my mom, she's kind of like hybrid. She's like the Joker.
Yeah.
She helps whenever it's needed. So like I said, she just gives an extra hand. In the front, she doesn't have much impact. It's just her just running around, dishes here, food over here, whatever it is. She just tries to give a hand wherever she can. And then my brother will usually come in at night when it's usually really busy, just to help with the rush. So I would come in if it's especially like on the weekends. I would help with the rush as well. But we're all just kind of like doing a little bit of everything, if that makes sense. Which is really important. Like you said, is there any fights? Is there any arguments? There is, but we kind of like none of us are. What's the word? We just like to keep stuff simple. So like my dad, my mom, they don't care too much in the sense of don't do it like that, don't do it like this. At this point, it's just like we just have the same standard.
Your
if
vision,
that makes sense.
yeah.
Yes. So the other problem is this too. We used to be open till 3 a.m. every night.
Really?
Every night. 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. every night. It became so bad that we weren't even seeing each other.
Yeah.
So already we'll have like, I'm throwing out there, my mom and my dad will come in the morning. Then me and my brother will come in at night. So what happens is when we go home, they're already sleeping.
Right.
So they go in the morning. Then we see each other for what, 10 minutes a day? So it became really bad. And that's when we said, we're not doing this anymore. No 3 a.m. 100% you need to,
Work-life balance.
yes. And we were just so work. I'm telling you, my father, my mother, they're workaholics. They're insane. Right. I don't think anyone, even us, I don't think we can match their work ethic. It's insane. They just work. It's their medicine. I'm telling you, from where they're from, their villages, like they have to work for everything they have. So they're just used to that. So that's pretty much how it unfolded, to be honest.
What do you think if your dad didn't come to you guys and was like, hey, I'm going to open a restaurant or whatever, and you guys are going to help out? Where did you want your life to go? Like, where do you think you would be here in another universe? Let's play the Marvel game.
That's a very good question.
In the multiverse, what are you guys doing if your dad was still doing the Uber thing?
I would
Man,
say
I'm so happy that it did work out.
He was like, those psychology classes, man.
Yeah.
you had more years on
I'll
college. I
probably
think, yeah.
doing like a master's degree for something with psychology. I
Yeah.
just don't know what, but I'll be in school probably, most likely.
What did you go to school for?
I did engineering, industrial engineering.
Okay.
It's funny, my freshman and sophomore year, oh man, I was a hardo. Like, study. Like I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I already had my master's program lined up, my 4+1. Like I knew exactly what I was gonna do. I was gonna get into the management side of engineering. So I've always been like a business type guy. Like I like, managing stuff. I like, running stuff like my own way.
Yeah.
So I was gonna pursue that side, the management side of engineering. I'm also glad it didn't work out, just because we could still pursue it if we really wanted to.
Yeah.
We still have majority of our days in the sense of like studying or pursuing something else. But is it worth it? I think no, just because of the market right now too. It's kind of tough right now. Like I have a bunch of friends that I graduated a year and a half ago. So a lot of my friends, they're not really happy with the job. / it's hard to find more.
Yeah.
So in another universe, I don't know what I would be doing, to be honest. I've always been into real estate, investing properties and stuff. So I'm looking to get more into that as well. But the restaurant, it's just like in our blood now. Like we just can't get out of it. It's just there now.
Do you ever think about expand? I mean, I'm already franchising you guys to different states, but what right now when you're thinking about the future, like how far ahead are you thinking? Do you know what I mean? Like, are you thinking, okay, we can
We're
put a
day by
store.
day right now.
Yeah.
Day by day.
I've got a fantastic idea that I'm gonna say off camera, but I was sweeping their guys' stuff and I was like, I think I know.
Well,
you and I have discussed it, but no, we can't say it on camera because what if it happens one day?
Well, I mean, is it a good thing?
No, it's a fantastic. I think it's a fantastic idea. Yeah.
Our next plan that we're trying to get into, we're trying to get into wholesaling.
Okay.
Why? I told you before, the products that we have is you can't find in Boston just because it's the style of it, the bagels, the croissants, our buns, everything is different. So, our filling that we put inside, the texture is very different. So we want to, reach out to the bunch of restaurants, Middle Eastern restaurants, coffee houses, you name it, and wholesale our products because we think it'll be benefit to them just as much as it'll be benefit to us. So we're going to start slowly getting into that as well.
Yeah.
Because our products are there, our brand is there, and our family's there. So it's going to be very convenient. So everyone right now, there's a bunch of wholesalers right now that bring like our desserts and stuff like that. What we would be doing different is we're going to be bringing it fresh instead of frozen.
Yeah.
When you need it tomorrow, I got you. It's going to be convenient for everyone. So we want to get into that.
You would need to have like a warehouse, wouldn't you?
100%,
Of some sort?
100%.
Yeah.
But I told you, our baker, he's different.
Yeah.
He's built different. Like
This is the guy you shipped in from Turkey.
Yes. He what he's doing right now is a joke to him.
Yeah.
So we already have our basement where we're producing everything. If it gets to the point where, oh my God, we have a lot more, orders, a lot more batch that we need to produce, that's when you invest into a warehouse.
Yeah.
So everything's manageable. So like I said, like once you know capacity is full and you need to expand, you just move to the next.
What was his deal? Was he in Turkey? Did he have a bakery? Is that what it was? Or
I believe he had a bakery. I'm not too sure, but he just worked all across Turkey. But I don't know if he had his own bakery. But I know he just worked in a bunch of bakeries.
And how did you convince him to come to the States?
Word of mouth. So one person knew him, mutuals, bring him here. And then we went from there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You got to do a seafood restaurant too.
Seafood.
Seafood, baby. I love me some seafood.
So where we're from,
Yeah.
seafood is really like big.
Yeah.
Like Turkish anchovies, sea bass, those are very big.
Yeah.
So we do have some seafood items, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah. I got to visit you guys one of these days.
Oh, for sure.
When it comes to I don't want to use the word competition because that's like a negative connotation.
Competition
but like,
could be good competition.
yeah, like when it comes to things like that, like I feel like at least in Mass, it's you guys, Luxor Cafe, and then that place near you, MOW,
MOTW.
MOTW.
Yep. But that's just like a coffee shop.
Yeah.
They have some like a
'cause
few little desserts. And
I
stuff.
feel like all three of you guys gained traction online around the same time, which I thought was really funny.
Social media definitely plays a big role. Yes,
And you and I mean MOTW, I'm not really on their side a lot just because they're in like Western Mass, but you and Luxor, I feel like you guys really you guys know exactly what the consumer wants.
Correct.
You know what I mean? And that's important.
And a big reason why is because the owner of there, including us as well, we grew up here. So
Yeah.
our parents are very old school.
Yep.
They don't know social media.
Yeah.
They don't know marketing. They don't know that stuff. That's where we play into a role a lot. And we know, like, I have a big, a lot of, big friend group. And as long, I mean, in the sense of, I know a lot of places, schools and stuff like that. So we know what's going to gain traction. We know what's going to, what's going to be a hit. So that's the same way why Luxor Cafe is also doing very good right now too. So it's the sense of that. But there's a lot of other halal restaurants too. But a lot of them don't do what we're doing is a social media part.
Yeah.
And I know everybody wishes they could do it, but it's just, like I said,
That's another full-time job.
it is.
Yeah.
Who's in charge of the social media?
We just do it together.
You guys just do it together.
Yeah.
Just
Like I said,
videos?
we just try to keep it to our family. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
It's a funny thing too. There's like the pipeline, just like how you said the story about your dad. There's this funny pipeline between like Arab, Middle Eastern, Muslim families where it's like they come from their country, they all start in New York for some reason. They all just go to New York. They end up in a restaurant industry somehow.
Yep.
And then they come up to Boston and like they just plant their seeds there. Because my family was the exact same way.
Yeah.
But it's just it's funny to see like your parents still wanting to pursue it. Because I feel like not even physically, but the restaurant world mentally, it's like
it's draining.
it's sometimes even more than the physical. I feel like after a hard day's work, when you're physically drained, like after you go to bed, you're like, all right, I'm ready for the next day. It's more like employees ordering all those things. It's like when you sit down, like, are you even able to turn off? You know what I mean? So I wonder, how do you two balance that within each other? Like, do you guys kind of just have like unassigned roles that you both kind of just take? Are you guys good at sitting down and be like, all right, like we need XYZ done? How does that work?
I said a little bit before, but we just like understand each other, which is very huge. So like unassigned roles, as in like where something needs to be picked up, we just pick it up like naturally.
Yeah.
But the big part of what you said was employees. I cannot, emphasize this enough. Personnel is the hardest thing about restaurants. I think anyone can agree with me. One day somebody can't come in. Oh, I'm moving somewhere. Oh, I'm sick. It's just you have to just keep replacing. You don't want to as a restaurant owner. You want to keep the same group because they get along chemistry. They already know the restaurant style, the model. You don't want to keep changing, but life happens.
You said your dad's in charge of that. So what type of employees are you getting? Are you getting kind of college students? Are you getting Muslim? Because there's something with I'll say young Americans. They're lazy.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
they go to something and they're thinking, I want to go from here to here in one day.
Yes.
And they don't
Yes.
realize the grind.
They don't.
of
They
working
want to skip the grind. They just want to get there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
So your dad now. Where's he getting the people from?
So that's where the employee problem occurs. Our employees are not students.
Okay.
In a way, we do wish it was students. Why? Because you just teach them exactly your strategy. How the orders are gonna come out. Blah blah blah. Like they're just gonna adapt to it right away because they don't have prior experience.
Yeah.
Our cooks are all mostly, I'd say, Turkish.
Mhm.
And the main reason why is because they have experience in the Turkish cuisine. I'm telling you, the Turkish cuisine is really tough in the sense of there's so much. We have over 100 items. It's not just like a chicken spot where you have your chicken sandwich, your tenders, and some loaded fries. It's not that. Our inventory is really high. There's so much different going on. Like appetizers, so many different appetizers. Your salads, your meats, so many different types of meats. So that's the issue. So you want people who are already have experience cooking that type of stuff, and doing the preparation for it as well. So usually it just my dad has like a good amount of connections in the area, in New York and all that stuff. So it's just a couple phone calls. Hey, we need somebody that has experience. Can you bring them out here? And it just kind of like works from that. Then one of our cooks has asked his friends, and it just kind of works like that. So most of our cooks are Turkish. The problem is with that, like the reason why it's an issue is since they have experience, they're a little bit more egoistic. So they think like, why are you guys cooking it like this? Why is the plate like this? But we didn't bring them here to criticize that. We just came, you to adapt to our restaurant style, correct?
Right.
But they just can't seem to,
And then they're like, these
comprehend
young
that.
American guys don't know what they're talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
So the young Americans, the advantage is that they don't have experience, so they're just not gonna say anything. They're just gonna do what
Yeah.
how it is. That's how one of the issues starts. Oh, I know more than you. Why are you telling me to do that? That's normally how it works. Also, another reason why maintaining is, a lot of employees, they would prefer not to work in somewhere that's really busy. So
Yeah.
there's been times where like we can't even grab a ticket out of the printer because there's so many orders backed up. So it's like if an employee sees that, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Just like that.
It's so funny because I'm older, so like my mentality is of just like you have to work your way up and go through the bullshit.
Correct.
But it makes sense because if you constantly go into an easy situation, right? How are you going to learn and get yourself better?
Exactly.
Like I would imagine somebody who's working for you guys right now is hopefully going, I'm doing this because I want to learn what it takes to run a restaurant because eventually
Yes.
I want to have my own restaurant. That's what you kind of want because now they're invested in a different way.
Exactly.
As opposed to just being like, oh, I got to work 8 to 2 tomorrow,
Yes.
blah, 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 blah. And they just want to punch in and punch out. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
We don't
Exactly.
get employees like that. So we know the difference between those two. Okay, so
Yeah.
those employees that's like, oh, I'm only here for money. Screw this place. I'm gonna punch in and then punch out. Okay, that's it. They don't stay like even 5 minutes extra.
Yeah.
You want to keep the people that's there 30 minutes early, that leave an hour late.
Yep.
Once the rush is done, once everything is done.
That
and
respects the
you know,
restaurant.
That
Yeah.
respects the restaurant. Yeah.
That's interesting. It's funny though when you were talking about the cooks and stuff. It made me think of like, do you guys watch football at all?
A little bit.
Oh, okay. Because
Soccer,
We're
man.
soccer guys.
Yeah.
Turkish.
Okay, well, maybe it happens with soccer too, but like in American football, they have like every team has their own kind of system.
Yes.
And when they hire coaches, one of the biggest issues sometimes is the coach comes in and the coach is like, all right, well, I have a system. And the team is like, okay, no. But we have a system. So it's kind of how you're saying with the cooks coming in and that little dispute.
I have a perfect example. This happened about a month ago. Our butcher had to go to Turkey. Emergency, had something with his family, whatever about that. We bought a new guy. He works a day. I swear on everything.
Yeah.
The next day, he's not there. He's supposed to punch in at 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
He's not there. I'm in the pizza shop. My dad comes over. Get on the, I don't want to say his name. The guy didn't come in. I go, what do you mean? He's not here. He's missing. Calling him, no answer. Where'd he go? Then my dad heard from one of our workers that he saw that there was too much going on, too much meat to handle. He said, he's not going to come back. So what do we do in that situation? What can a restaurant owner do? Who's going to prepare the meats now? So that's why my dad takes care of all that stuff, just because, dealing with people he's used to. And he can, carry on that headache because we have to, help out in the front or we have to help out whatever's going on. So he takes care of that stuff and, the language barrier as well. Like our Turkish compared to his Turkish, like he can deal with the Turkish guys.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they're hard to deal with. It's a pain. It's personal. That's like I wanted to emphasize that on purpose. It's just you have to just go on to the next in a second, because the clients are gonna keep walking through the door. You have to produce it somehow.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
It's so funny because I think a lot of people, I love hearing these stories because I think a lot of people they're like, oh, these guys in their early 20s, multiple restaurants, life is good, they're chilling, but it's like,
Yeah, I know.
it's literally putting out fires.
It is.
You know?
Exactly.
That's so what would you say so far has been the toughest situation that you've dealt with?
I guess it's just dealing with employees. Other than that, it's manageable. In terms of like the rushes, in terms of him going to like Restaurant Depot and stuff like that, that's very, very manageable. One day something's missing, okay, we can just get it the next day. It's just the employees, like just managing itself is the hardest part, we'll say.
Yeah.
Over time, it gets easier because you just heard so many stories that
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
okay, I remember this time. this one time this happened. Okay, now I can fix it this way. Blah blah blah. But other than that, everything else is smooth. It's no problems. Just the employees itself. That's the big issue.
Employees too, but I'd also get into this. Once you're a restaurant with that much demand,
Yeah.
what's gonna happen is customers are gonna keep walking in. They're gonna see the reviews. Oh my god, the best food. Once they sit down, they expect top of the top service. So what happens is you have to meet that expectation each and every time.
Right.
If not, it's just gonna keep going down. Customers are gonna give a bad review. It's not good. It's not good food. It's not good service. Who said that? Why did they say that?
Yeah.
That's the other part that's hard to manage, because that's where me and my brother help in a lot. Obviously, you have employees, you have the servers, but nobody's gonna care as much as the business compared to us, right? Because we have our heart in there. We have our blood, sweat, and tears into that.
Yeah.
So that's the other issue. But obviously, you can teach. Most of our employees, they understand the culture.
Yeah.
Where we're from. We're not just. We had to work through the grind as well. So we're not just
Yeah.
anything
Amateurs.
crazy. Yeah. So, they understand the culture, but once again, are they, are a lot of them just coming in just to, make a couple bucks? Or are they coming in to, respect the business and help out in that sense?
Invest in the future. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what the other issues that's a little hard to manage is, making sure your employees and stuff are up to date in the sense of, what's in front of us is, what's important to us. Every single customer that walks through the door has to be treated the same way. Don't treat them any different.
And it must. I'm sorry. I was gonna say it must suck because you it's a family business. So like we were talking about earlier, your dad can yell at you and he doesn't have to worry about you quitting or anything. You might have a little bit of a tantrum and go, I'm not going to work today. But like he knows ultimately you guys you have the same vision.
Exactly.
But if you bring in an employee, especially now, and God forbid, you say something to them in a way that to you, you're just like, hey, I'm being direct and letting you know what you have to fix. They're taking it as like, you're yelling at me. That's going to be the employee who gets on Instagram and they're like, don't ever work at this place. They're so mean. They suck. They yell at you.
And they're going to get up and leave. They're not going to come back.
So you have to worry about that crap,
exactly.
Yeah.
That's I
Do
know.
you guys still all live in the same house?
Yes.
Yeah.
That must be fun at like a dinner table. It's like, let's not talk about work.
That's the
Let's
thing,
see
though.
what
We don't
happens.
even
Let's not
have
talk about
time
work.
for dinner table. Like, I don't know the
Yeah.
last time just us five sat at a dinner table. I don't think we have.
No.
Yeah.
It's been a
No,
long
I don't think we have.
Which I think eventually you guys are going to be able to get to that
Eventually,
point
yeah.
because you don't, that's not something. I think
Yeah.
you kind of touched on that earlier. It's not as much as lucrative your business can be. That's not worth it at the end of the day.
It's not. My mom really emphasized that. Like my mom, everyone loves my mom.
Yeah.
We haven't touched up on that enough, but my mom is kind of like the star. So I don't know if you looked at the videos, but my mom's in a lot of them. Why? Because people keep asking for my mom in the videos.
Doesn't she have
really?
a sandwich after her or a burger after?
Yes, Fatma's Burger.
Yeah. I
Yes,
saw
my
that.
mom's name is Fatma. So she used to make that burger for us when we were kids. So we just kind of, wanted to name that when they started the restaurant.
Yeah.
But they're all asking for, where's Fatma? Where's Anne? Anne is mom in Turkish. Where's mom? Like, bring her in the videos. And they'd come to the restaurant. They're like, where's the mom? They don't even care about us.
Yeah.
They just come for the mom. So we love it because my mom is just very like, she's a very giving person. And like, not in like in a disrespectful way, but she works like a dog.
Right.
She's doing, so many people say it. She does, like, my mom is 5 people. That's how people describe her. She's running around and she's just like, putting her hand wherever. And it's just magical to see sometimes. It's just like, how? Like, I'll never relax, take a seat. No.
That's
she just
good.
keeps going.
Yeah. And your
She's
mom's
actually on vacation right now.
is she?
She got up and left.
A well-deserved one.
Well deserved. So my mom's been trying to go back as much as possible because my mom wasn't able to go to Turkey for 23 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah. 23 years she couldn't go. So I think she got here around 1998, I believe it was, right around there. 23 years she wasn't able to go to Turkey until she got her citizenship and all that stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so if my mom wants to go anywhere, we stay silent. Mom, you go wherever you want.
So you guys didn't grow up going to Turkey a lot, or?
We didn't
Yeah.
because of that.
Yeah.
I think we went once when we were kids. That's
Yeah.
about it. And then recently we just started going, like the past 3-4 years, we've been starting to go every summer.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of get that connection with, where our family grew up.
Yep.
But so now it's time to let my parents just
Enjoy themselves.
enjoy because they earned it and they just deserve it.
You want to hear a crazy story? When my mom didn't go back to Algeria from 92 to 2006. So
Oh,
like
wow.
a long time.
Wow.
And it was my first time going there when I was 6 years old. We were there for 3 months. From like literally like the second I got out of school to the day before school started. Full summer. Like
Yeah.
because to them it's not vacation. They're going home. You know what I mean? So it's like, and then we did it again and again. So I was spending like 3 months of the year in another country. Like you basically like settle down.
Yeah. Because you
for
got
3
you got
months.
so much family over there. My family was Puerto Rican. They did the same thing.
Exactly.
I know so many Brazilian friends of mine who in the summertime they're like, we're out. We're going to Brazil all summer.
Yeah.
And like the little kids, who are friends with my kids at school, they'll take like a month off of school, like at a young age.
Yeah.
When you could do that, take a month off school because they're in Brazil just chilling with family and
And
stuff.
one thing I think you'll notice this when you go to London, but I'm sure you guys picked up on it too when you guys went to Turkey. Something I wish the American lifestyle could adapt to is like people there know work-life balance better than anyone. They work hard, but they know how to turn off.
Once the 40 hours are up, they're gone.
That's it.
That's it.
You know
Not
what I
a
mean?
Single minute over.
Like here, it's like we kill ourselves and like we just don't stop
Yes.
because I feel like we chase this thing and it's just like a never-ending chase. But it's like
Yes.
they know when to like. They're with their family. They're
correct.
out. They're not on their phone. They're very present. Like in London, dude, you'll see everywhere you go out, no one's on their phone.
Wow.
It was like a
I love
weird
that.
spectacle thing to notice
Wow.
when I was out there. I was like, this is a place of 20-year-olds and no one's on their cell phone right now. Everyone's like talking to each other. It's crazy. You know what I mean? But to kind of segue off of that, what do you guys do when you're not at work if that even happens? Like, is there something, is it just all work all the time, or is that something you're trying to lean into where
That's a
you're trying to
great
have your own
question.
life?
So me and my brother, everyone says like our humors are the same, but we're like two different type of people in the sense of I'm more social. Like I like to go out with my friends and hang around. He's a homebody. Like he loves just staying in, maybe some games or whatever.
Really?
I like to go out in the sense of grab some dinner with my friends, hang around at the houses, in that sense. But other than that, we don't really have much hobbies. Like I'm telling you, like I don't want to put any blame to my parents, but it just kind of happened naturally. But the restaurant really drained us in the sense of like now on our head, like if we're not at the restaurant, we're on our cameras. On our phones, we're on our cameras. We're just looking at, making sure there's no issues. Like if we have to, get up at that house and just leave right away.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, I don't know, second nature to us. It's like we have to just like restaurants just flowing in our mind.
What's like a day-to-day routine for you guys? Like start with your Rifat. Like what is your morning like?
So look, I want to start back like from when we first opened up. Okay, he had a good excuse. Okay, he dormed in UMass Amherst.
I went to
okay?
UMass Amherst, so it's
okay.
about like
So
an
he
hour
would-
and a half away from
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
So he would come here during like the weekends. Okay, but I'm there every single day. My college, 4 years in college was waste.
Where'd you go?
All devoted to work. UMass Boston. I went
Okay.
to, yeah. So I was at the restaurant every single day. Okay, so it came to a point where I couldn't even focus on school because I had to be at the restaurant. Okay, so my day to day is this. Okay, so in the morning, I know that my brother, since he's going to Restaurant Depot and stuff like that, he takes care of the morning. Okay, so I have some stuff. I can't hang out with friends or anything like that. Why? Because I still have to do something on my phone for Lazuri. Okay, whether it's something with financial stuff, I don't know, insurance stuff, licensing, permitting, whatever it is. I always have to do something with Lazuri on my phone. Okay, I have a couple hours I just started going back to the gym because I couldn't go to the gym. Why? Because of Lazuri, I was too busy with that. So I have very little time of the day for myself. Okay, most of it is for Lazuri. Then I'll come in at 5 p.m. because my brother's there, till 5, or he leaves around like 6, 7. So I come back to the restaurant, stay there till 12 a.m. Okay. There'll be times where it's like my friends always hit me up like, yo, when are you free? Let's do something. Come to my house. Let's do this. But I'm just never able to. Okay. There's points where it's like my mom's like, hey, just, you can leave. Don't worry. I'm here. Right. But she's here till 8 a.m. Okay. So I'm not like, I don't like making my mom work. So what I say to my mom is like, okay, you leave. Don't worry. I'm here. Okay. The reason why I came is because I want to give you guys off. Right. To my mom, my brother, to my dad as well. I tell them to go home. I'm here. Okay. So even though my friends are like, hey, let's go out and stuff like that, I have to stay because I want to give them off as well. Okay. So that's my day to day basically. So it's probably the opposite.
Mine varies. Every day is something new. So when it was a pizza and taqueria, I mean, pizza's still there, but when the taqueria was there as well, in the morning, I'm kind of like, doing inventory, making sure everything's good at the shops, Restaurant Depot. Something always comes up with the restaurant. Always, always, always. Like, I'm on the way. I was delivering a pizza order a couple days ago. On the way back, we ran out of mint. We just added new mocktail drinks. We ran out of mint. I go to market. Like, day-to-day stuff, like, changes in a way. Something comes up somehow. So usually in the morning, for instance, Restaurant Depot's one. Then I gotta do a couple, maybe go to the bank for something. So it varies. So I'll usually hang around the shop. We have meetings. Some people come by, talk about whatever, and then towards the night, depending on right now, slow season for restaurants, so it's a little bit slower right now. For instance, depending on if he's gonna stay. Usually he stays, unless he wants to sneak out somewhere, hang around with his friends. I'll stay for the night, for instance. It really varies, but weekends especially, we're pretty much there all day, just because of the demand is the highest there.
Yeah.
So you guys coming right now must have just been like, you're like, guys, we got something to do. We're gonna be gone for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I handled my restaurant shopping yesterday. So this morning, I'm a little bit more off. I can use it for errands. Like, I'm working on something for the house right now. We have a property over in Belmont. I'm doing something with the house right now. I said a little bit, but I'm slowly trying to get into investing into properties. So I've been kind of putting my focus a little bit in there in the mornings if I'm off at work, as in like I don't have to go as a rush. I focus on that. So it really varies, to be honest. Like, every day is really just a new day. Like, there's something else that's gonna come up. Filming as well. Sometimes making videos.
Yeah.
That comes up. Yeah, it's just every day is just a hassle.
But that is gonna help you guys so much, because your average potential spam, your average 20-something right now is okay. Your average, this is your average person. I feel like they try and delay life, if that makes any sense. So they're like, okay, I'm in high school, I'm gonna go to college, but in college I'm gonna kind of fuck around, get a part-time job or whatever, and then once I get out of college, then maybe I'll start my career or something like that. But it's almost like they're constantly trying to like kick the can down the road of responsibility.
It's true.
Everything you guys are doing right now, you're getting so ahead of the game. So when your friends are like, yo, let's go hang out, let's go do this or whatever, by the time you're 30, they're all going to be wanting to be where you are now, probably. Does that make sense? Like, so when you're kind of missing out on some things now, but I think it's going to be overall for good. And the psychology thing for you, you need that so much, especially dealing with employees. I have a buddy who owns a kind of a construction business. It's not construction. They install sprinklers, like in businesses, like they like the sprinkler systems. And I was asking him about owning the business, and he was like, bro, I'm a psychiatrist. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, every day he has to deal with an employee calling him up with
Something.
But like, it could be, I need a loan, family problems, like everything. He goes, he's like, most of my day is just like talking somebody off a ledge, or, two employees not getting along for what you look at as like a silly reason, but for them it's like the biggest thing. So you have to go in there and mediate and things of that nature. So the psychology thing, that's perfect to deal with people like that,
So my dad manages the back of the house. Okay, so like the chefs and all that. I'll manage the servers and all everybody over in the front of the house. Okay, so my brother doesn't really like deal with that. He's more of like the good guy, the good cop. Okay, I'm the bad cop. Okay? I gotta make sure these like, for instance, I was that we have a little office. Okay, so I was downstairs in the office watching the cameras on my phone, just some alone time, 10-minute alone time, right? My little break. I'm looking upstairs. It's not busy, mind you, okay? But there's still some customers. There's 3-4 tables. It's around like 10 p.m. on a Tuesday, okay? I'm looking upstairs. One of my servers on their phone, okay? So I'm like, okay, I know it's not busy, okay? But still, there's still three tables over there. You have to look at them as an example. So I go upstairs. I tell the server, I'm like, hey, my friend, like, what are you doing? Right? There's 3 tables right there. One of them is hawking you down, trying to get your attention. You're on your phone, okay? Get out your phone right now, okay? If you're gonna do this, look, listen to me. Imagine you're the owner, okay? This is what I tell to all my employees. Imagine you're the owner, okay? Would you like if your employees are on their phone while there's customers over there looking at you, asking for your attention? No, right? So I'm always like if there's even little mistakes, exactly. So it's exactly how my dad taught me.
It's what our dad planted in us.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's
So
good.
I used to do that too in the old shop. Okay, so
Yeah.
I understand these servers, but I need to implement the same way my dad did it to me.
Mhm.
I need to do it to them as well. Okay, in a much more kind of way, obviously,
Yeah.
but still, I'm still on their head. You know, always talking to them about that. But yeah, that's how the psychology background where that come from. It's a lot more nicer than what my dad did. But yeah, you always have to be on top of the game when it comes to employees, managing employees.
It's a good combination of like the old school with the new school, what you guys do.
Exactly.
You know what's funny? They did a study, and when somebody comes here from another country, usually, so for example, your parents came here from Turkey, right? Their kids, you guys, end up being very successful because of them coming over, and it's like instilling in you, hey, listen, you got to work. You got to earn what you have and all that stuff. We didn't. We worked our ass off to get here. They do it either directly or indirectly, but you learn that from them. So your generation, the first generation in America, usually becomes wildly successful. But then the generations after that kind of go down a little bit because
They don't have that unspoken burden.
all they know is dad, mom, or whatever. It's like they kind of inherited that as opposed to getting pushed. They're kind of like, what are you talking about? I got to work hard. We're chilling.
Yeah.
We own freaking 3 or 4 restaurants or whatever. Subconsciously, obviously, but that makes them not as successful. Isn't that crazy?
It is. You know what's funny too is my father was a chef his whole life. He passed away last year. He begged me not to go into that world. And I love to cook and everything. Like I always just I never had a dream to do it, but I was like I could see it. I mean, like I've been around him like long enough, and I've seen what he's done. Like it wouldn't be a hard transition to do. He like said do anything but what I'm doing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Oh yeah, he literally because he got to a point where he, instead of just working at one restaurant, he had like a lot of friends because he mainly did like Italian food. He would go and like help them open up their business. So he would like create the operation and then like leave.
Yeah.
So because he was in the North End for years, and then he had like one friend open up a place in Medford. He opened up. He would set up the pizza station and like the pasta stuff. Here's the sauce recipe. Here's this. Here's that. Stay with them for like 6 months until they got their feet going. Move on to another place. He was like. It's the people aspect of it all. He's like dealing with employees, and then just the work side of it. He's like, I'd rather you really like. He's like, I can tell you don't like love it. He's like, I'd rather you do something you really want to do than do this. He's like, because this burden's a lot. You know what I mean? So it's you have to really love what you do in any aspect, not even just the restaurant world. You have to just truly love what you do because
passion.
it's a never-ending grind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you guys just said, you guys don't really have like lives outside of it. I think it's gonna get to a point though. I think in any aspect, like even with you've been in the radio game like 30 years. It's like it's not work. You enjoy it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, but it's still.
He's like, I'm tired. He's like, I'm tired.
I'm tired, bro.
man.
Every day. I feel like when I was younger, I was like, okay, I'm working my ass off now. Eventually, I'll get to the point where I could kind of be coasting and not working as hard. I haven't hit that point yet. I feel like I'm working now harder than I ever have in my life.
Yeah.
I always had this mentality of you know, I had my friends who I felt like they were always delaying working hard, and I would look at them and be like, work hard while you're young because you have all the energy in the world, and so you could chill a little bit more when you're more tired when you're older.
Yeah.
I haven't hit that damn point yet.
Like,
I'm still working my ass off.
You're still young, man. You're like 25, 26, yeah?
I'm turning 50 in 2 weeks.
No way.
Yeah, I'm close to your dad's age. That's why you guys are talking about your dad. I'm like, dude's got to be like 78. How old's your dad? You guys like, he's so tired. He can barely walk. I'm like, how old is he? 52. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Your dad and I could have gone to high school together.
I was like, yep, I know what you mean, man.
I understand what you mean. Sometimes you just get up and go, I just woke up from sleeping. Why am I tired? Why do I need a nap? I just woke up.
No, his routine's great. He's up at 2 a.m., so it's like another monster. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, it sucks.
yeah.
Yeah, it's.
I can't
but
relate to that.
that's why you need to love what you do.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine doing this if I didn't love it. If it was just for the paycheck or whatever, you wouldn't be able to exist. You know, I get up every day and I'm excited. I'm excited for a couple of reasons. I because I love what I do.
2 a.m.
Huh?
At 2 a.m.
At 2 a.m. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I still question my existence multiple times. One of my first thoughts. I have to work at shifting my perspective when I get up because and this is just a human thing. You probably know this from psychology. Like people are very. They lean towards the negative. So if you think about most of the time when you get up in the morning, you're already going like, oh shit, I got to do this today. I got to do this today. I got to do this today. You're thinking about something from yesterday that frustrates you. So you have to work at shifting your perspective to something positive. So when I get up at 2:00 in the morning, I'm always like, why do I do this? It's so stupid. That's literally my first thought every morning. I'm like, why? And then once my head starts clearing, I'm like, all right, you love what you do. I love the fact that every day I really don't know what's going to happen. Every day you're going to get something different. And that's probably what it's like for you guys, you know?
Every single day, something different.
Yeah, which is a fun thing. Even though you almost look forward sometimes to, I mean, there are some things that you're like, oh God, I got to deal with this. But then you can almost look forward sometimes to the challenges because you're looking at it as, I'm going to learn something that I can apply in the future that's going to help me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So instead of a problem, you're like, oh, it's a challenge.
Yeah.
It's just shifting your perspective.
What's your alarm sound? I'm curious.
So, okay.
Is it the radar? Because
No.
at 2
And how
a.m. that must be gnarly. You
And
know
how many alarms do you have?
Yeah,
I have 2 alarms, and out of the 5 weekdays, at least 3 days, I get up before my alarm, so the alarm doesn't even go off.
Wow.
But when my alarm goes off, the second one is my phone, which never goes off. My first one,
you have an alarm clock?
Okay, so ready for this? You guys are young. You guys might not even know. The old school alarm clocks where you have the little dial between the radio stations.
Yeah.
You have to tune it by the dial. So if you don't tune it right to the radio station, it gets crazy staticky. It's just straight static. So what I do, because there's this new trend of people going, oh, you got to get the alarm clock where it kind of, the music comes in soft and eventually gets louder.
There's some that light up
and
as
it
well.
lights up
Yeah.
slowly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I would never wake up with some shit like that. So what I do, I set the tuner thing in between radio stations to just straight static
What?
and blast the volume all the way. So when my alarm goes
It's
off,
just
You're
static.
up.
it just goes. Yo, you shoot up.
What kind of
smart.
psychological warfare
Because I
is
need to
that?
wake
Like,
up.
Kind of smart though. It's smart.
I need to instantly wake up. So, and the funny thing is, when I first started, with my wife, when we first got together and she would sleep over my house, I told her, hey, listen,
There's this crazy
you're
alarm.
going to learn this. Any of you guys have girlfriends or anything like that? Okay. Well, eventually you're going to get a girlfriend and either you're going to say something to them or they're going to say something to you where it's something that's a little outrageous, but because you're in love with the person, you're just like, no, I could deal with that. It's not a big deal. And that's what I said to my wife. I said, hey, listen, I get up very early in the morning, 2 a.m. every day because of work or whatever. And
You might hear an army base interface
yeah, and I
coming
said,
in.
and my
Like-
my alarm's very loud. And she was like, yeah, no big deal. Because in her head, that was not an everyday thing. So the first time she slept over my house, the alarm went off. She shot up. She was ready to run.
I mean, yeah.
She'll tell you the story. I was like, relax, just my alarm. And I shut it off. And I said, you can go back to sleep now. And she was like, I couldn't go back to sleep because it's so jarring. But I need that. I need a slap in the face.
Well, I had to. The reason why I asked that because I had to change mine because mine was just like the basic radar, like the like, and I would wake up like angry every fucking morning. I'm wondering why I'm pissed off every morning, even days where I'm not. No, I switched mine. I can't believe I'm admitting this on a effing podcast. I switched it to a Star Wars song. Don't laugh. It really.
Which one? The Darth Vader?
No, that's even worse than that. No, the one that starts off slow, like we were saying earlier, it kind of builds.
I can't.
Because I wake up, I'm like, all right.
I would never wake up.
That was epic. You know, that was cool.
Okay, if it was a person waking me up, what you have is like somebody going, honey.
No, it's not
honey,
like
wake up. I need. Wake the fuck up.
Mine's epic. It's like, it's like we're gonna seize the day.
Sure.
Okay.
Different strokes for different folks.
You know what,
to
man?
get up at 2:00. Do that. Do a week of getting up at 2:00 in the morning with that. And you'll be getting up at 3:30 in the morning.
No, there was some night. You know when you were texting me in London, like that he sends motivational quotes.
I love that.
To like a certain group of people.
At
5 a.m. on the dot, Monday to Friday. Wow. I'll get a text
right when I get up. I have a whole crazy morning routine, and part of it is meditating. So like right after I meditate, I'm like, all right, let's try and send everyone a nice little message to get them going in the morning.
But the thing is, he sends them individually. It's not like we're in a group chat.
Nice. I do.
I don't know how many people are there. 12?
12 or 13. Right
and he
now.
individually will send one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Each morning. And when I was in London, I was up still and I was getting them. And I was like, should I just FaceTime him and see what he's doing right now? I just want to see what this morning routine is. You need to record it one day.
Yeah. No, it's funny. So I get up at 2. I work out every morning, shower, all that stuff. I get to the radio station probably a little after 4. Let's say, maybe anywhere between 4:10, 4:15 around there. And then I hold myself up in one of the other studios. I'm the first person here to the building, but I'm the last person to walk in the studio because I'll go in, I meditate, I do some reading.
You do that here?
Yeah, I do it all here.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. I send out my little quotes. I do another quick little set of push-ups or whatever to get myself. I'm a psychopath, but
it's very American Psycho.
Yeah,
Has
but
there been a streak where you like haven't kept the same routine? Like, would you
No,
like
every day?
It's
I am
scary.
extremely disciplined. Like, okay, so for example, yesterday when I got to the building, the fire alarm was going off. So I still was like, all right, I got to get this done. So somehow, even with the fire alarm blinking and going, rah, 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 I still somehow meditated. I don't know how.
You would love my dad.
You
guys, he's a very disciplined guy too.
Yeah.
It's funny because
we probably dated the same girls back in the
day. You spent some time over in Turkey?
Yeah,
It's funny because just recently we were in the office talking. I'm like, Bubba, why do you keep going? Like, I can take the load in the sense of like inventory and all that stuff. He goes, don't look at me. Don't worry about me. It's like 10 a.m. in the morning. He's at the restaurant. I'm like, Bubba, why? Like, you come in later. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's like he got mad at me. He goes, don't look at me. It's fine. I'm happy. You don't have to worry about me. You just do what you do. I'll take care of my side. He got mad at me for even stating, why are you here right now? Like, why are you doing all this?
Yeah.
So he's the same. He's driven differently. I'm telling you, guys are different.
Yeah.
There's new generations.
Well, we have this, and you guys can jump into this too. We have this conversation all the time between consistent routines and consistent things with work, but also being able to balance when life throws a curveball at you. Right. So, like, what do you think is an aspect in that? Meaning, like, are you a bit more routine like that driven? Or are you guys able to adapt differently? Not even just with work, like in life in general. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm big on, like, I think you need to have room to not do it one day and then be able to bounce back. And then, like, if something else interferes, you can just bounce right back onto it.
That's correct.
Can I rebut
Oh my
before you start? Okay, well, I love the quote, control the controllable. So by that, it's everything that's in your control. Try and maximize it as much. Okay, let's say this piece of paper is what's in your control. Okay, I want to color in as much of this paper as possible, because I think that increases my chances of good luck, and it makes it easier when life throws you curveballs. You know what I'm saying? Because let's say, okay, for example, getting up early and stuff like that. Pebbles and Melissa and Leroy, who I work with, they are not like me. They hit the snooze button, all that stuff. So they might have their alarm. It's definitely not 2. Let's say it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. The alarm goes off and they're like, oh, I'm tired because I went to bed late last night. Snooze. And it goes off again. Oh, I'm tired. I went to bed late. So now sometimes they hit it 3 or 4 times. So now they wake up and they're like, oh shit, I'm running late. So now something that was in their control, they're already starting on the defensive. They're already starting a little bit behind the 8 ball. So now when, not if, when life throws you that curveball, you're going, oh God, I got a flat tire and I'm already running late for work. My day's going to be shit. And it's like, okay, well, if you did all the stuff that was in your control, when that flat tire happened, you'd be like, all right, let me just take care of this flat tire. Boom, I'm going to be running a little bit late for work, but it's not a big deal because nothing else.
Well, I have that mentality. I'm not like the world's ending.
No, I'm not saying you have the mentality. I'm saying your average person, things that are in their control.
Yeah.
They don't, like, they'll go to bed crazy late and then wonder why in the morning they keep hitting the snooze button.
Yeah.
That's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll stay up and watch Netflix fucking till 2 in the morning.
No,
or whatever.
I think I cracked it. We just have very different versions of our things. Yours is like the 2 a.m. workout meditation. I'm like, if I don't make my bed before I leave, I think something horrible is gonna happen.
It's
like, you know,
no,
it's a different kind of subconscious.
Mine is I'm old school and work hard, and yours is I just want life to.
You know, he
Candy
loves to just, you know,
lollipops
just
in
take
the
out
morning.
the shotgun sometimes. Anyways, how about we get to the fun questions now before this turns into something else?
No, keep doing what you guys are doing. I think what you
appreciate
guys
it.
doing
Thank
is
you.
fantastic.
Thank you.
Your dad's the man. I haven't met him, but I love him already. Your mom's fantastic. I love I think the dynamic of your whole family. Like, I feel like your mom's the heart and soul.
Yes.
Your dad's
He's like the
He's the
backbone.
anchor. He's the anchor.
Yeah.
Yes, the anchor. I feel like between you two, you know, you have you're getting the old school qualities and learning, but you're also applying the new school dynamics.
Correct,
But not in a way where I think sometimes where people get lost is where they say, you're old, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's not like that anymore. You guys aren't doing that. You're learning and going, okay, let me apply using the methods that you learn from your parents and applying it to whatever new things you're doing, which I think is the right way to do it. I think a lot of times people go like, okay, boomer, whatever, you don't know, it's not like that anymore. And it's like, really? You don't think like anything the older generation has done is right? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, keep doing what you guys are doing.
Appreciate it.
I'll be going to your restaurant soon to get myself. Do you guys do shakshuka?
It's a different type. It's called men, but it's very similar.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Okay. I love me some shakshuka. And I'm definitely going to get me some. I'm looking through your menu right now.
Turkish, I don't know how to pronounce it probably. Doner, that was trending a
Doner.
lot on TikTok
It is.
recently.
Doner
yeah.
is really popular, and it's, you know, to be honest, every country has doner, and it's not just it's shawarma. Like it's not. It's like Arab style as well. But you go to Germany and there's doner everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very popular.
Yeah.
It's very
What's
popular.
that?
Very thin slices of meat. You know,
Okay.
it's cooked on the machine, the rotisserie, so they shave it down.
Oh,
That
yeah,
meat,
yeah, yeah.
It's that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's very good. It's very juicy.
All right. What's the website, Instagram, all that stuff?
Lazuri Turkish Lazuri Cafe, right?
Correct. On
Instagram, and then
And then
LazuriCafe.com.
LazuriCafe.com.
All right. Very good. Kenan, Rifat, did I pronounce it right?
Yep.
yeah, Lazuri.
Yeah, baby. Thanks for coming in, guys.
I appreciate
you.
it.